are the WWF Mega Matches, the biggest in-your-face action to come down the pipe in a long, long while. Now, if you like things that are little, insignificant, puny, pocket-sized, smaller than a bread box, toned down, squished up, itsy-beatsy, teeny-weeny, downright small, then you probably won't like the action on this tape. Needless to say, what we have here is big action. I'll show you what I mean. Here's Tito Santana going up against a huge natural disaster in a Coliseum Video exclusive matchup. First, let's hear from Tito.
Right here in Coliseum Video, you wanted to see some mega matches. Well, I'm gonna give you the mega match. Tito Santana versus the Earthquake, and you're gonna get to see Tito Santana put the Earthquake down. Arriba!
Well, we do know what all that cheering means. Tito Santana has arrived for this Coliseum Video exclusive match between the superstar from Tacula, Mexico and the walking natural disaster. This certainly is a mega matchup, Lord Alfred Hayes.
It is a mega matchup indeed. And this is the only place we and you watching now are ever going to see it.
Stalking one another. Immense size difference between the two. That does not mean this isn't an even matchup. Tito Santana, one of the most well-respected superstars in the World Wrestling Federation, and he has earned every ounce of that respect.
Sean, I know you like to speculate, I should say. What do you think are the keys to a possible victory here for Santana?
Well, Your Lordship, you are the expert, but I will venture to give you my opinion since you asked.
Yes.
I'd say one thing that Tito Santana has to do is stay out of the grasp of the Earthquake.
Absolutely.
Hit and move, hit and move.
Absolutely.
And he's going to have to really depend on his quickness, his agility, and of course his skill to pull that off. Now he's coming in awful close here though.
He is indeed, and you were quite right with everything you said there. That's the way I visualize this. Use that blistering speed, hit and run tactics, not to get within close physical distance if possible. You know something? The Earthquake is very deceptive with speed too. He looks like a lumbering colossus, but sometimes he moves amazingly quickly.
Look at Tito Santana here as Jimmy Hart continues his verbal assault. Santana attempting to get his arms around the waist of the Earthquake. Santana certainly has a good reach, but it was not enough to go all the way around. And the walking natural disaster backed him in the corner, but Santana erupts with a series of blows, now twisting the arm of the Earthquake around the top rope. Actually figures if he keeps the Earthquake in enough pain, he's not going to be able to mount any offense.
I'd say that's not a bad idea either. Santana has got tremendous stamina, a lot of durability, and is going to be put to the test here. At the moment, he's doing what he wants to against Earthquake, and looking very, very good indeed.
Really smothering the walking natural disaster, not giving the Earthquake a chance to get anything going. Keeps up that double wrist lock, twists away. But now Earthquake sends Santana into the ropes. Tries to come in with a shoulder block. It's like running into a wall.
Yes, that
and
was
again, Earthquake didn't even move one step back.
I think that was an attempt at a hit-and-run tactic. It wasn't too good, though. Oh,
Santana, lying body tackle. But he's the one who got tackled.
Oh, trapped like
the arms of the Earthquake.
Web.
Sends him down with a body slam. And he looks as though he's shaking off the effects of the damage by Tito Santana, then misses with an elbow. So now both arms must be hurting.
I would well imagine Santana still managing to do the right thing here. He hoodwinked Earthquake into dropping that elbow on him, knew that he could avert it at the last moment, but he certainly had me gripping the seat and a little anxiously.
Well, so far we have not been let down. We've seen some tremendous action already in this Coliseum Video exclusive encounter. Santana keeps up the pressure. Keeps twisting away on that left arm. And we've had conversations before when a smaller superstar takes on an immense superstar. And you have mentioned on occasion how going after one body part can work to your advantage, Your Lordship.
Well, yes,
Looks as
exactly.
though that's what Santana's attempting to do.
Santana is attempting to do that. And I'd like to point out, Sean, that we are privileged to see him doing this, because you're not going to see this particular match anywhere else except exclusively here on Coliseum Video. So, although we have the safety and comfort and protection of our ringside seats here, I'd certainly hate to be in the ring.
Yes, I'd agree.
And I'm sure our Coliseum Video cameras are going to take us right inside this ring.
They take us close enough, as close as I want to be.
Yes.
And Santana refusing to give up. As you see, he continues to fight. The earthquake proving to be too much at this point.
Well, Santana has been chipping away at the Rock of Gibraltar there, and it has crumbled very, very slightly, but it seems to be withstanding this tremendous Mexican attack. And at the moment, Santana has lost all that edge that he had in the beginning. Well, no, let me readjust that. He's lost a lot of that edge that he had in the beginning. Is he capable of another resurgence of strength and vitality?
Well, if his past performance indicate anything, that is the fact that he could come back in a second. But you have to question whether or not he can at this point, as the earthquake shakes him around like a rag doll. How much has he suffered? Is there anything left?
Well, apparently the Mouse of the South, Jimmy Hart, doesn't think so.
Besides the fact he's got to listen to that groaning voice at ringside.
Yes, Hart
Drive anybody crazy.
Hart is urging the earthquake to punish him more. However, I don't think he's punished him enough yet where he could possibly squash him and pin him. Santana, tremendously resourceful.
Crawls up to the second rope. And now has the height advantage. Pounding away on the forehead. And uses another, shall we say, questionable tactic, but...
I would say highly questionable. Oh, how did he manage to block that mighty arm?
You're like trying to stop a log coming at you. Santana firing back. One blow after another. Comes up with a standing drop kick. Shakes him a little, but it's not enough. And another earthquake still on his feet.
Earthquake reeling though.
Oh, the flying forearm right between the eyes. And what a victory this could be for the... Oh, Tito Santana really nailed the earthquake with a flying forearm, but he is already back on his feet. Santana falls short with that standing drop kick.
Santana certainly used those tactics you were saying in the beginning. Sean, speed, hit and run. He did that very, very successfully there, but now he's made a mistake. He has played into Earthquake's hands just a little here. Oh!
Power slam! All 450 plus pounds of the earthquake. As Santana gasps for breath.
Oh my word, he's flattened Santana. The Mexican is down on his back, hardly able to move. And here the tremors are starting.
And it looks as though an earthquake is about to hit. Wait a minute! Tugboat from the locker room area. He's not about to let the earthquake flatten Santana anymore.
Well, if Santana had any chance of winning this match, until then he's lost it now, because Tugboat has no right whatsoever in the ring.
And now Dino Bravo comes in to join the battle.
And you've got to hand it to Bravo for getting in there, because it was 2 against 1. Now he's kind of evened up the odds.
And this one has gotten totally out of control. Santana back at his feet. All 4 men brawling inside the squared circle. And it looks as though Tugboat and Santana are getting the best of these two.
And what an incredible battle royal almost this has turned out to be. 4 men in the ring there, 4 excellent superstars from the World Wrestling Federation, and there's 2 more inside the ring.
The Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine, Rhythm and Blues now joining.
And Hart just cannot stand this.
Santana sent flying out of the ring, and now it is 4 against 1 in the center of the squared circle, all beating on Tugboat. and it took all four men to body slam.
Yes, absolutely urging those men on. And it looks as if it might be Tugboat who is going to get the earthquake.
And it looks as though Tito Santana has suffered too much to help out the sailing superstar. And now Earthquake wants to pull off what he is known best for.
With a 2x4 is Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And he's cleaning house.
The chairman of the board of the World Wrestling Federation comes in and sends all four superstars off in a panic. You have to imagine if those four individuals are questioning whether or not it was a good idea to get involved. Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Tugboat come to the rescue of Tito Santana. What an encounter this has turned out to be.
It certainly was. It was a great moral victory for Santana, although the referee didn't raise his hand. First to leave the ring when Hacksaw came in was Dino Bravo. He was quickly followed by Earthquake and the others. A great victory, even so, in my book, for Tito Santana.
I think you're starting to get the idea. Big. In this next mega match, also a Coliseum exclusive, we present contrasting images of Big. On one side, the massive physical intimidation of the Big Boss Man. On the other, a figure who is a legend in his own mind, the big-headed Bobby the Brain Heenan. By the way, when the Brain insulted the Big Boss Man's mother, I think he made a big mistake. And I'm sure the Big Boss Man will elaborate.
Bobby Heenan, you started this thing by talking about my mama. I'm a proud man. And one thing I hold very dear to my heart is my family, is my mama. She's one of my most prized possessions. And punk, you hurt her feelings. Now I know you've sent every family member that you got, one man at a time after me. And I went through them till it's come down to just me and you, Bobby Heenan. And now I got a chance right here on Coliseum Videos to teach you a lesson. A lesson about manners, a lesson about respect. And punk, I want you to think about one thing that you're getting yourself into that none of the begging and pleading will get you out of. You've hurt the Big Boss Man, and I'm gonna hurt you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Currently in the ring, weighing in at 242 pounds.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Yes, we don't need the announcement. Yes, now
You know, the things that were said about the Boss Man and his mother by myself were totally out of line. I realize right now that I made a mistake. She's a lovely lady. I just got off the phone with her. She's in Cobb County, Georgia right now. I don't believe there's any reason to have this match. We can talk things out. We can work things out.
I think it's a little late.
I made a mistake. Now, I realize everything I said was off color. I just got off the phone with her. She understands me. She wants to talk to her son. I sent her 5 dozen red roses, which she will receive.
Talk about a desperate man. We're getting set for another Coliseum Video exclusive. It's the only place you'll ever see this encounter. As the Big Boss Man arrives. And in tow, the ball and chain.
He certainly has a look of intentness in those eyes.
Please listen to me.
Bobby Heenan's still groveling.
He's in trouble.
Referee, stop. Listen to me. Just listen to me.
Oh, he's dropped to his knees. And there's the bell. This one's underway.
Give me 30 seconds. I just got off the phone with your mother. I explained to her what I said, and why I said the things I did was just to upset you. I didn't mean them. I don't even know your mother. Now, if I was lying to you, I wouldn't have even shown up here tonight. But I'm in the ring right now. I can't out-wrestle you. I can't out-fight you, and you know that. But I made a mistake. I'm a human being. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. I just got off the phone.
Just got off the phone. I'd like to check out that. Find out if, in
I
fact,
just
he was
got off
speaking.
the phone with your mother.
Well, he better not
Wait
be
a
telling
minute.
another
Come here.
fib.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Stop.
Boss man's
Rex,
growing a little
stop. Come on.
impatient.
Give me 30 seconds.
He's not buying this.
I can't do nothing. Don't you understand?
No, he's not. You're right.
She wants to talk to you. I've explained to her the situation and apologized. The phone in the back hall behind the van. The phone is off the hook. She wants you to talk to her. I will wait right here.
Oh,
Do you think he's
If I
telling
was
lies?
going to make a fool out of you or
I
lie
think
to
at this
you,
point he is
I
so
could've
desperate
said
he'll say
lousy
anything.
weather. I missed my plane. I wouldn't even be here. But I'm sorry.
He wasn't
Didn't
here.
you
He would
ever
be
make a
suspended
mistake?
from the WWF
I
forever.
made a mistake,
Absolutely.
damn it. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Well, he tried awfully hard. He may have convinced Boss Man.
Go talk to your mother. If she tells you, come back to the ring and take care of me, then here I am. But at least listen to your mother.
You talk about a Coliseum video exclusive. How often do you see Bobby the Brain Heenan groveling?
Look, the Boss
Go
Man's
back,
leaving.
please. Behind
He has
the van
listened
in
to
the
him.
hallway, the back hallway. She's waiting for you.
Well, it looks as though he is going to indeed attempt to
Behind
find out.
the van. You'll understand when you talk to
You've
her.
got to admit it.
You'll understand.
Heenan's a persuasive talker.
Please, go. No. Shut up.
The fans here don't want the big boss man to take the chance of letting the Brain slip away. And I think the talking is just about over. Bobby Heenan goes after the former prison guard with a microphone. And that may have been the biggest mistake he has made in his entire life. And this was over before it began, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Just like that.
Boss Man!
I think that was just 2 hits and a big boot.
Do you happen to know if this is a custom fit ball and chain for the Brain?
I do
Bobby
know it's a
Heenan?
big cast iron ball there that weighs
Oh.
goodness knows how
What's he
much.
going to do now? Oh, drops it right on the chest of Bobby Heenan. And I would say he has made his last derogatory comments.
But look at
But
this!
Mr.
Behind.
Perfect in from behind on the big boss man.
And Perfect's going to make Boss Man pay. He'll punish him, don't worry. Came up behind. Boss Man didn't see him. Absolutely unsighted.
Somehow Mr. Perfect got word of what was going on. Came charging out. He should have stayed where he was. As the big boss man sends him right over the top rope. And he goes scurrying back into the locker room area. Bobby Heenan beat him by about 30 yards.
Yes, that was his objective, and he achieved it. He came in and allowed Heenan to escape. He really almost sacrificed himself. Just look at the Boss Man.
Lord Alfred Hayes has the big boss man even the score.
I wouldn't say this is the end of this by any means whatsoever. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of Boss Man Heenan and, of course, Mr. Perfect.
It didn't take the Brain long to figure out he was in big trouble. Our next match was requested by a big fan from Lewiston, Maine, a young lady named Beth Cato. Actually, she requested it for her younger brother, Christian, as a birthday present. It seems that Christian's 2 favorite superstars are the immortal Hulk Hogan and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He wants to see Hacksaw lock up with Sergeant Slaughter. Well, Chris, here's a mega clash that's sure to warm up that cold Maine winter.
Kid Hood!
Snapping to attention here.
For 1 fall. Coming down the aisle with General Adnan from South Carolina, weighing 310 pounds, Sergeant Slaughter.
General Adnan wearing those medals. I'd like to know how he received those.
I think they're whiskey
Perhaps,
drinking medals.
Backstabbing techniques. Sergeant Slaughter has accomplished one thing here in the World Wrestling Federation. He has become, I would say, the most disliked superstar in the World Wrestling Federation.
Let me add one thing to that. He's also become one of the most feared
From
superstars.
Glens Falls, New York, weighing 280 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Everyone on their feet as one of the most popular superstars of the World Wrestling Federation arrives. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sergeant Slaughter not waiting for the bell, and I think we could have expected that from him.
Well, certainly he's not going to let this man come in the ring and take control. The Sergeant is a tremendous competitor. He doesn't give anybody any quarter, and he never asks for himself.
Clothesline by Hacksaw as he answers that first clash. And Hacksaw goes and retrieves the 2x4, extra security. He may need that, knowing that General Adnan is at ringside.
Hacksaw really psyched up for this match.
Lord Alfred Hayes, as you know, this is a Coliseum Video exclusive. But there's a lot more to this battle. This is a fan favorite match set in by Beth Cato for her brother Christian for his birthday. Now, isn't that a great thing to have your sister
It certainly is,
have
Sean.
a matchup made?
But it's also a great thing for Hacksaw Jim Duggan because this is a rematch, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan last time thought he got a bad end of the deal. It wasn't resolved. He wanted more of Sergeant Slaughter, and it looks like he's getting it.
Well, they first met on national television, and you're right. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was not satisfied with that first matchup, and thanks to Beth Cato, he had the chance to get even once and for all.
Yes, and her brother Christian, of
And
course.
Christian, yes.
Hacksaw doing extremely well. I didn't expect him to take over this earlier on in the match this quickly. Sergeant Slaughter, a little suspect here. He wasn't cautious in the beginning. He's thrown caution to the winds, but look at that.
Couldn't quite see it, but General Adnan got the flag involved there. Harpooned Hacksaw as he went back into the ropes. And the referee perhaps may have suspected, but apparently he didn't see it. As Sergeant Slaughter continues the punishment, hammering away on Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
We'll have to wait and see, I think, how Hacksaw has softened up the Sergeant. Is it enough for Hacksaw to just survive this storm, weather this storm, and come back? It might be. Just missed by mere inches.
And again, Sergeant Slaughter misses with 2 elbows. Attempts with the forearm, but not much damage done. Hacksaw reverses. Big backdrop. And Sergeant Slaughter is slammed on his back. Sets up with a 3-point stance, and again, General Adnan interferes. And this time, Hacksaw's not going to take it. He goes after the commanding officer.
And he's not listening to the count. He's left the ring. The referee is still pursuing that count relentlessly. Hacksaw's gonna get it back in. He's running as fast as he can and just didn't quite make it.
Just about got back, but perhaps it was a mistake that he went after General Adnan in the first place. And I think there's a few things that Hacksaw would like to do with that flag.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan counted out of this one, but I think the folks here believe it should be the other way around, and Hacksaw should indeed have his arm raised in victory. He has confiscated the flag of Sergeant Slaughter and blows his nose into it, further humiliating the demented drill sergeant.
Sergeant Slaughter very upset with what's taking place here. I think he's going to come back into the ring. No, he's changed his mind. And thanks to Beth, there was definitely a measure of revenge here
But
for Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
But is it over yet? I don't think so. Maybe Beth Cato had better write another postcard in so we can see the end of this once and for all.
Well, the Sergeant may be storming around that ring, but I think he's rather reluctant to come in. At the moment, he's just a paper tiger on the outside. Unless Duggan turns his back on him,
Continues
he
to
really
face
wants
that
him back
flag.
in.
And everyone on their feet, they're clearly behind the proud American, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And he wants to show Sergeant Slaughter just what happens.
And what a contest this favorite match turned out to be. Sergeant Slaughter going back. He did win this match by a countout, but I think all the glory went to that man in the ring there. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. What a man.
Now, if there's a match you would like to see, write it down on a postcard and send it to WWF Fan Favorites, care of Coliseum Video, 430 West 54th Street, New York, New York, 10019. And please be sure to send postcards only, preferably small ones. This is a big postcard. I think these mega matches are really starting to get to me. It must be my imagination. Anyway, right now, let's go to a matchup which pits wrestling technique against raw power. Bret the Hitman Hart takes on the Barbarian.
Weighing an even 300 pounds, the Barbarian. And his opponent, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, co-holder of the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship, Bret Hitman Hart.
Jimmy Hart and the Honky Tonk Band. This encounter is a lot more even than it might look. Of course, the Barbarian may have a height and weight advantage. But Bret the Hitman Hart is known to be one of the most skillful superstars in the WWF today.
Let me tell you, I know everything about Bret the Hitman Hart because I'm the one who got his career, man. Like I said, I took this guy from nothing. I worked my fingers to the bone, made him one of the premier members of the Hart Foundation, and I'm just so upset
You're
about
still
myself.
upset over that.
We've heard it all before.
You're still upset over the thing where Hulk Hogan grabbed you, threw you all the way across the ring for no reason.
Look at the big knot on my head, Honky.
By the way,
Feel this knot.
I know Hogan's still nursing them sore ribs.
Well, look, feel this knot on my head that Hulk Hogan gave me. Well, not too hard. Don't push too hard on it. But look at Bret the Hitman Hart. Look at giving those pair of those sunglasses to all the kids out there, man. Everybody wants a pair of them.
Well, that is a traditional event. Every matchup that Bret Hart's involved in, he always makes his way to ringside and gives those Hitman shades to some lucky youngster. There's certainly one here tonight at Madison Square Garden.
What I want to know is how come everybody keeps looking at me before every match and telling me to ring the bell? I don't have a bell over here. I'm not a bell ringer.
I don't think that's why they're looking at you, Jimmy Hart. Maybe they noticed that knot on your head.
It is sticking out pretty far, isn't it?
Hitman into the ropes. Barbarian. Oh. Showing his frustration right away, he attempted a hip toss. The Hitman blocked it and just went to one of his barbaric moves. Slammed Bret Hart to the canvas.
It wasn't very technical what Bret Hart just did, was it?
Well, his moves have been described as very barbaric. He's been also likened to an animal in the ring.
You know, Bobby,
when you see him step into the squared circle wearing all the furs and the antlers, I think it's a pretty good analogy.
You know, Bobby Heenan manages the Barbarian, of course, and this past week I called Bobby and I told Tim to tell the Barbarian that all of the weaknesses that Bret the Hitman Hart has and all of his strong points. And let me tell you, he's got a lot of weaknesses. I'll assure you of that, baby.
Well, Bobby Heenan, I think, has had a lot of things on his mind. Directing the Barbarian at the moment is not one of them. He's not here. I would think without either Haku or the Barbarian around, he's in hiding. Staying very clear of the big boss man.
You know, the big boss man, he better be one that's going to stay into hiding, baby. Because I promise you this, you know, never underestimate Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Barbarian, doesn't take much for him to lift Bret Hart up and slam him to the canvas. Seems to be resting up on the top rope. Bret Hart not moving.
Anytime you jump off the ropes, it's very high risk.
Steps over and misses with the elbow. The Hitman saw it coming and rolled out just in time. It shook the Barbarian up a little bit. Bret blocks the right, comes back with a series of punches of his own, landing square on the side of the head of the Barbarian. Reverse atomic drop.
The Hitman's very technical. He's schooled very well in the ring, and he can do a lot of things, but I don't think all his technicalities will hold up with the Barbarian. Barbarian's much bigger, much stronger.
Steps across to the grapevine there. He knows that he can't outpower the Barbarian. But as far as technical wrestling, the Hitman certainly has the advantage.
I would rate him up there amongst someone like myself.
Hooks a clothesline. Here's a cover. 1, 2. No.
Shoulder was up, man. His shoulder was up.
Very close count of 3. Very close. Sure, if we got another look at that, you'd see the Barbarian just barely.
Whoa, what a power slam.
Barbarian really grabs a hold of Bret Hart's, and it looked as though it could have been over right there as he came off the ropes.
I can't believe Bret Hart actually kicked out of that. He has endurance. I'm not going to take it away from him. I've had a lot of battles with him all over the world.
Jimmy Hart, you certainly looked to be enjoying that when you saw the Barbarian set the Hitman up in that power slam.
You know what? Every time Bret the Hitman Hart gets busted in the face or kicked in the ribs, it tickles me to death, baby.
Great move here by Bret Hart. Over the top. Turns it into a sunset flip. But just cannot muster the power to bring the massive superstar over. Look at this. Comes up with the legs. Hooks the shoulder. Whoa!
I think he was holding it tight.
I know he was.
Bret the Hitman Hart certainly showing he can handle himself on his own. Here's the official word.
Here is your winner, Bret Hitman Hart.
Really something here. Bret the Hitman Hart, from out of nowhere, it looked as though he was in big trouble.
Barbarian sits down on him. The referee should have counted now. 1, 2, 3. He didn't do it. He pulls him back. We can't. I think he's got the trunks. It looks to me as if his hand might be on the trunk.
Something is definitely going on here. Oh well, next up, we offer you a tag team mega matchup of the month, featuring 2 teams that have quite a history of confrontation. It might be labeled Elvis Does New Zealand or Rock and Roll Goes Down Under. Any way you look at it, this is a rematch which had to happen.
And the Bushwhacker receiving line continues as Butch and Luke up here licking and kissing and entertaining in general. What a pair these are, Sean.
Now, Your Lordship, after being licked by that pair a few times, I think I would skip that receiving line.
I remember you have been licked a few times, haven't you? What about their breath?
It's not a real fun experience.
Any halitosis there? Well, they've run into 2 very angry men here.
They are indeed Rhythm and Blues, Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Honky Tonk Man. They try their version of the human battering ram, and they're the ones who end up battered. And now attempting to take a bite out of crime. And both the Honky Tonk Man and the Hammer end up on their backs and only to get up. The Honky Tonk Man is showing how the human battering ram is properly done.
And they did that so successfully. Rhythm and Blues very quickly came to grief there at the hands of Butch and Luke. They put down one of the Rhythm and Blues there, of course, Honky Tonk Man with the battering ram. And now they're going to take over on him with their unorthodox tactics. Oh, the unpredictable Bushwhackers. Predictable in no sense whatsoever, I don't think.
Predictable or not, Greg Valentine could have called that shot. Couldn't stand staying out of the action, came in and just nailed Luke with a clothesline.
Oh, what a tremendous shot there. Another one by Greg the Hammer Valentine.
2 good chops in the throat. Valentine stays right at him.
Is that another bite out of crime, as you so nicely put it, Sean? I like that piece of phraseology.
Attempting to chew up the competition here.
Yes.
Well, I can't imagine the Hammer would taste too good.
Something to sink their teeth into. Oh, look at that shot there by Honky Tonk.
Rhythm and Blues has really come on strong right off the bat after being involved in singles competition for so long. Really showed that they can work as a unit. And they are doing a great job here against the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch.
Great teamwork being shown by Rhythm and Blues, but somehow you get the feeling that Butch and Luke, the Bushwhackers, are almost indestructible. How do you get on top?
I think you could hit those two with a Mack truck. They'd still get up.
They certainly do.
Valentine.
Oh, he'll pay for that. Have no worries. Have no fears about that. Wait till
Comes
Butch
across the
up.
ring with a vengeance. Took Butch out of play. Luke alertly gets the boot up on the first rope. And now Butch so enraged. Seems to have lost all concern for his tag team partner. He just wants to get in there.
Yes, and that is a shame because it distracted the attention and they really ganged up on Luke.
Hooks a leg. Oh, and again, Luke gets his boot up. And referee Dave Hebner calls for the break.
Yes, very heads-up move there by Dave Hebner. Very alert seeing that foot on the rope, but a risky move by the Bushwhackers.
Using that hammer so effectively.
Just look at the Bushwhackers, no cohesion at all. They're not even trying to make tag team matchup as touch-ups, I should say.
Oh. Butch tries to give Valentine a taste of his own medicine, but I would say it somewhat backfired because the Honky Tonk Man didn't waste a second before coming in and just pounding Butch with that knee to the back. And now both men were in there, getting in their shots. Honky Tonk Man has still not gotten out of the ring. Hebner having a lot of trouble trying to control these two.
Oh, look at this. Luke has taken the brunt of everything here, but he's not...
Butch goes with the guitar. And got the Honky Tonk Man right between the shoulder blades.
He caught him squarely on the back, and Honky Tonk Man took off like a scalded cat.
A few sour notes.
Oh my word,
And this
these
battle.
are expensive. Guitars here, what are they going to do? Oh no!
I think they're asking the crowd what they want them to do with those guitars.
These are multi-$1,000 guitars. I know that Honky Tonk Man really loves his guitar. Look at them. Oh.
He's doing a little customizing of these guitars.
Bushwhacking here.
I don't think we're going to hear much music from those 6 strings after what the Bushwhackers just did to them.
There may be no more music, but this is string music to the Bushwhackers. I really like them. They're so charismatic.
Now, those are two tag teams who have a big problem with one another. Right now, we have a Coliseum mega exclusive that's going to rock your VCR. Hulk Hogan has had some horrific run-ins with the massive earthquake. One almost ended the Hulkster's career. Hogan now has the opportunity to climb in the ring with the natural disaster's sidekick, the self-proclaimed world's strongest man, Dino Bravo. Big match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final match of the evening, and it is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, led by his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and accompanied by Earthquake from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 260 pounds. Here is the self-professed world's strongest man, Dino Bravo.
Dino Bravo bringing some heavy backup for this encounter, and with good reason, I would say, Lord Alfred Hayes.
Absolutely. As we continue with these World Wrestling Federation mega matches, and this could be the mightiest mega match of all.
Indeed. Canadian strongman Dino Bravo looking very confident. I would be just a bit more worried considering who he's about to lock up with.
Well, we can only see what's on the outside. We don't know
And
what's on
his
the inside.
opponent.
He may be quivering.
He wasn't before, he should be now.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing 303 pounds.
Crowd erupts. All these folks just trying to touch the Hulkster. They certainly love him here, Lord Alfred Hayes.
They do. They all want to be a Hulkamania.
Well, I think there are about 3 people here who are not Hulkamaniacs. And right now, all 3 are in the squared circle.
Yes.
Jimmy Hart, walking natural disaster, and the immortal Hulk Hogan's opponent, Dino Bravo.
And the Fink able to keep his composure in the ring there, but he better start running for his life in a moment. The Fink, of course, is our announcer.
Howard Finkel. Listen to the roar of this crowd. And a wave of sound surrounding us as the Hulkster went to each side of the squared circle. Hulkamania lives. It certainly does.
Ladies
And did you notice, Sean?
I have been informed that there will be someone in Hulk Hogan's corner.
Hulk Hogan has brought someone along.
Someone is the Big Boss Man.
Boy, he's got a man coming out with the force of a SWAT team.
This must be an awful shock for Bravo and Earthquake. What I was going to say earlier was Hulk showed no qualms about stepping into that ring, and here probably is one of the reasons, although a minor reason, why no qualms were shown by Hulk Hogan.
And man, does the ring clear quickly. I think Hulk Hogan thinks the action can get underway.
Yes.
I don't think you can expect any trouble with the Big Boss Man at ringside.
No.
With his nightstick in hand.
And just a little tete-a-tete with Hogan and Big Boss Man.
He certainly knows how to use that nightstick.
And he's caused some trouble in the enemy camp there. Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart doesn't like this one iota.
Listen to them chanting. Hogan, Hogan. Last-minute consultation here between the 2 massive superstars. I think the Big Boss Man just reinforcing the Hulkster, telling him he will be there if he needs him.
Yes, this is going to be an uphill struggle here for Bravo. I think he thought he was going to come in here and have Earthquake by himself. Just those 2 to face Hogan. In fact, it hasn't turned out that way at all.
Well, there's certainly been some rivalry between Hulk Hogan and Dino Bravo, not to mention the bad blood between the Hulkster and the Earthquake.
And do you think the Bravo and the Earthquake had some skullduggery in mind for Hogan?
I wouldn't doubt it for one moment. I think those plans may have been scrapped with the arrival of the former prison guard.
Absolutely, I'm sure they had to take a backseat.
Dino Bravo doing a little jawing with Big Boss Man. We still have not seen any action.
Sean, this is going to be,
as far as wrestling goes.
No, this is going to be a tough task for our referee here as well, Joey Morella. He's got to keep eyes absolutely everywhere, and in the back of his head too.
Both superstars very cautious as we wait. They lock it up. Hulk showing that superior upper body strength, but Dino Bravo well known for his strength. Backdrop.
I was going to say, Sean,
Hulk Hogan keeps it up. Jimmy Hart makes a serious error in getting on the apron and comes up again.
That was 2 serious errors.
And Earthquake takes a shot too. And listen, you can barely hear yourself thinking here.
Wow, they're up on their feet, everybody here, urging Hogan to go forward in the manner that we've become so accustomed to. And look at Earthquake, he is absolutely furious. And Bravo on the outside doesn't want to get back in again.
And we mentioned that the Big Boss Man was backing up Hulk Hogan at ringside. This entire crowd is clearly behind the immortal Hulk Hogan, so he has got a lot of support for this match.
The world's strongest man doesn't seem to be quite as strong as Hulk Hogan. Why?
Well, he has not been really given the opportunity to show off that upper body strength. Here's another opportunity, and he certainly goes for it. Locks in a double wrist lock. Really twisting away.
tremendous arm and upper body strength. Hogan could be in a lot of trouble here, but the Hulkster still trying to hang in.
I'm sure you would agree, Lord Alfred Hayes, Dino Bravo cannot afford to make any mistakes against Hulk Hogan. One of the most skilled wrestlers the World Wrestling Federation has ever known. And did he make a mistake there? Hulk Hogan turns it around.
I would say without a doubt that Hulk Hogan is the most famous professional athlete in the world. No matter what corner of the world you go to, they all know and love Hogan, and they know that, and they love him for one reason. He is absolutely superb.
And on that note, Lord Alfred Hayes, could you imagine what a victory for Dino Bravo would do for his career?
Right at the top of the tree. Actually, he's at the top of the tree now, being in the same ring as the mighty Hulk Hogan.
Jab takes Bravo off his feet. And there has not been 1 second. But we haven't seen tremendous action in this battle. Earthquake grabs the boot of Hulk Hogan. They go at it. Bravo comes up from behind. And the Big Boss Man.
But
I think he wants to make a couple of arrests.
Well, he did, but he was a trifle late. And now Hogan is in trouble for the first time in this match. Earthquake really got him there, trapped him by the throat, allowing Dino Bravo to come from behind. And again, look at this.
And Hulk rolls over, exhausted, after being choked across the second rope. And Earthquake comes in. Big Boss Man infuriated. He wants to keep this match between the two superstars. That has not been the case for the last few minutes.
And I'm afraid Hogan is taking a lot of punishment now. And he's flat on his back and looking for all the world as if he's out of this contest. But don't count Hogan out yet. We've seen him come back from far worse than this.
Big Boss Man continues the patrol. Not going to let Earthquake near this encounter, but he continues to pursue Hulk Hogan. Very dangerously close there.
Hogan was trying to bring the referee's attention to some foul blows to the throat, but I'm afraid the referee's going to take no notice, and he's out on the side where the Earthquake is.
Bravo kicks him out onto the arena floor. Earthquake comes in. Jimmy Hart attempted to distract the Big Boss Man. And now the Walking Natural Disaster gets his shots in. Then throws Hogan back into the ring.
And once again, Earthquake away before Big Boss Man can get round there, having done the damage to Hogan.
Well, Jimmy Hart and the Earthquake very clever in their tactics. Big Boss Man has not really been able to do much to prevent their interference.
Not at all. And look at this, Dino Bravo got a tremendous bear hug on Hogan, and Hogan at the moment helpless, and for the last 3 or 4 minutes, he really has taken a shellacking.
Bravo holds on tight, trying to drain the life out of the Hulkster. Looking for the submission.
Sean, you've got to ask yourself, how much more can Hogan take? He's taken it from the hands of Dino Bravo, but even more so from the hands of Earthquake, who's illegally interfered from the outside.
Hulk Hogan drawing support from his Hulkamaniacs here. Continues to fight, but it looks as though he's losing this battle.
And a very, very worried and perturbed Big Boss Man on the outside. Our cameraman took us right to the profile of him. And look at this. Our video cameraman here, our Coliseum video cameraman, take us right inside the ring. You couldn't be closer than this no matter where you are.
Perhaps at this point, the Big Boss Man feels he has let the Hulkster down somewhat, and that Hulk Hogan would not be in this position if he had stopped the Earthquake from getting involved. So he certainly wants to see Hulk Hogan come back. That's 2, 1 more, and it's all over.
It is seldom that I've ever seen Hulk Hogan in this trouble. He stayed there.
Raises the fist in defiance and comes back.
He held that arm up like the Statue of Liberty and showed us just how much resilience he has. Great stuff by Hogan.
A great analogy there, Lord Alfred Hayes, as he certainly is the real American.
Oh, tremendous side plant, and this is where Dino Bravo beats them all. One,
Hooks the
two.
leg. No. And Hulk Hogan erupts, sends Bravo flying off his chest.
What a terrific escape by Hogan. Everybody up again on their feet with this resurgence of strength and vitality by Hulk Hogan.
The air is electrified, and the Hulkster seems to be drawing from that charge. Bravo comes in hard with the right. Didn't do anything. As Hogan, unless just to fire up Hulk Hogan even more.
Hogan's made up his mind to beat off the challenger Bravo, and really now he looks so triumphant.
Drops the leg, grabs onto it, and holds on, but Jimmy Hart.
A tremendous 3 count, I'm sure of that. The referee is pointing at Hogan.
Jimmy Hart came in, attempting to break it up. Thrown into the arms of Dino Bravo. In comes the earthquake from behind. But the Boss Man.
Oh, nice interception by Big Boss Man. A timely one. And Hulk Hogan saved the game.
And they're playing pinball with a walking natural disaster. Hulk Hogan and the Big Boss Man send him in hard into the ropes. 2 big boots right to the jaw of the earthquake. And let's get the official word on this tremendous match.
Here is your winner, Hulk Hogan.
Jimmy Hart brought his best guns for this encounter. As Dino Bravo faced Hulk Hogan one-on-one, but the earthquake did not come to watch. The Hulkster has a Big Boss Man backing him up in his corner. And you see how it turned out when they messed with a former prison guard and the immortal Hulk Hogan.
Jimmy Hart had a lot of devilry in mind, playing for Hulk Hogan, but he didn't come to fruition because Hulk Hogan brought some armament in with him in the form of the Big Boss Man. And look at him now. People are up here. They don't want him to go. They want him to stay. They love him. They absolutely adore him.
Hulk Hogan can stay in the ring all night. These folks would stay riveted to their seats as he does some patented poses.
And his recuperating powers are so great, you wouldn't think he'd just been through the tussle of a lifetime against 2 men, Dino Bravo and Earthquake, because that's in fact what it was. He did have some assistance from the Big Boss Man, but superior once again. A victory, a crushing victory, a great victory for Hulk Hogan.
Well, Lord Alfred Hayes, I would say the Big Boss Man certainly proved his loyalty tonight, backing up Hulk Hogan. And he was certainly there when he needed him most. As Hulk Hogan, proud and victorious in this battle against one of the most dangerous individuals in the World Wrestling Federation, Canadian strongman Dino Bravo. And Lord Alfred Hayes, I'm sure you would agree, the real American is standing in the ring right now with the Big Boss Man. He's Hulk Hogan. A real American by anybody's standards, Hulk Hogan. Now we go from the Hulkster to one of his earliest protégés. It seems like just yesterday that a good old country boy jumped out of the crowd to lend the Hulkster a hand when he was down. This good Samaritan was not only rewarded with Hulk Hogan's friendship, but a new career in the ring. It wasn't long before the rest of the WWF realized that you don't go messing with a country boy. Let's take a trip down to Mud Lick, Kentucky and spend a little time at home with Hillbilly Jim. Let's go to your guide.
Well, hello there, folks. This is old Hillbilly Jim right here at home in Mud Lick, Kentucky. I want to welcome you. You know, I'm just taking a little break right now from the chores, but I got something right about now really, really special for you. You know, just the other day, I came in this old smokehouse looking for a big old ham to have for dinner, me and Granny, you know, and I found something in there that had been missing for some while. I'm talking about the lost Hillbilly Jim tape. That is exactly right. You're really going to love this. Granny's on it. I'm on it. Some of my best critters is on it. We're having a good old time down home with Hillbilly Jim. Sit back, enjoy it with me, have a good time. Hope you like it. Well, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Good to see you, Dad Bernie. Listen, a little bit cold out here, so I don't want y'all singing catch no cold. Y'all come on and follow me on into the house now. Come on now.
Fantastic project. Him to be appearing, Hogan must feel that he's ready.
And speaking of the Hulkster, in a non-title matchup, yes indeed, next week, the reigning World Wrestling Federation champion will join us, the unbelievable Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that is a man that's training my grandson. Bless his heart, man. Yes.
Granny, listen, I brought some friends to see us now. Y'all come on in here and help. Just make yourself at home. Look here. This is our little family home here at Mud Lick Kentucky. Y'all just come on in, huh?
Just a minute there. Take that hat off. You didn't trade
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Look at Granny, I got something important I want to tell you. Look here, I got something real important I want to tell you right now.
What you gonna tell me?
I did something you're going to be mighty proud of.
What you done?
Yes, I did. I won my first wrestling match.
Bless
I did. Woo! Oh, it's a wonderful thing. I felt so good. Copper feeling good about it too. Daisy sat there. Look here, let me tell you. Granny, you would have loved it. Oh, it was the most wonderful thing. I was so happy. Woo! I could not believe. Granny, you're getting a little excited, ain't you?
Yeah, a little excited.
Settle down now.
Wait a minute. I could use a little.
She's got a little condition here. She's just a little bit.
Just get me right over here.
Here, Granny. Let's please don't drink too much. You know what I did last time? Oh, Lord. Granny? Whew, that's enough. That's enough. No, Granny, that's enough.
I feel better already.
Are you sure?
It's good for my bones.
It helps her sometimes.
Oh, he
Granny,
won his first
are you okay? Yeah, I won my
Yeah,
first. Listen, Granny, settle down now. Your heart, that's your heart now. Listen, tell you what I'm gonna do.
What you gonna do?
I got to calm you down. I'm gonna play just a little song here for you. One of your favorites. Okay, you hold on a second.
That's my best
Let me get this
medicine.
guitar out here. I'm gonna play just a little bitty song for you. I want you to listen now. Here we go. Well, in the twilight blue, I see blue eyes crying in the rain.
That's beautiful.
Well, when we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. Right.
Oh, you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Through the ages, I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain.
Oh, Jim boy, that is the best medicine. That is
Settle down,
the
ain't you,
best
Granny? I can tell. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Look here.
just
Hey,
fine.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out back here and I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all what I used to do before that Hulk got a hold of me. Show me what the right thing was to do. Listen, Granny, you sit right there. We're gonna go there. Okay, we'll see you later. Let me get my head here.
Right here.
Keep these puppets here. Okay, bye bye.
Bless you,
All right.
son. Bless you.
There you are. Okay. Let me put this hat right up here for a second now. All right. We'll get a little bit of wood here, put it in the stove here, because we got to have it warm when we work out, you know. Okay. Get back in there. Whoa. Whoa. Let me get that back in there now. That'll be nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you what I used to do, and I'm going to show you some of it. But don't do it no more now, Mandy. Because I'm with the Hulk Hogan. You know, he does all kinds of things for me. Hey, to make me more powerful. All right. Let me show you. Now, the first thing I do every day, what you call my warm-up exercise, that's what Hulk said it was. I'd get in here, I'd get that stove going real warm, and I'd reach over behind me here, and I'd grab this big old tire right here. Look here. I'd pick it up like this, just like this here. I'd practice that bear hug. Look at there. Pull it, I'd just squeeze into it, and I'd turn just like it was somebody, you know. I'd do that for minutes and minutes, just pull and pull. That develops your power, makes you more powerful. Okay. Put that right back here. All right. Then I'd come over here to what you call, this is my mat here. This is my wrestling mat right here. Now, it ain't got no ring post, but it's all I had. I'd do that, I'd drop them in a little, boom, boom. I'd get back up, I'd do more, boom, I'd do all that stuff. I'd drop them knees, boom, I'd drop that stuff. I just do all kinds of things. I'll tell you what, but when I was a little old scrapper, you know what I used to wrestle? A dog. Come here, Copper. Okay, this is what I do. Come here, Copper. I'd get this dog, I'd pull him out, hook every leg in there. Come here,
What are you doing wrestling with that dog? so tired out, he ain't gonna be good for hunting, nor nothing else.
I'm sorry, Granny. I forgot. Well, listen, I ain't got to rustle no dogs no more anyway, because Hook said it wasn't no good to me. Look here. Tell what we do. How about if y'all come to supper?
Yeah, just come on, make yourself to home. We got a mess of food coming up. We'd be glad to have you. You just set yourself all down.
Pickle, buzzard, eggs, daddy, corn, pone, hay, fat back, everything.
Everything.
I love you, Grandma. Come on down.
Here, doggies. Folks, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that half as much as old Hillbilly Jim did bringing it to you. I really had a good time doing that. Listen, thanks for coming down here to Mud Lick, Kentucky, visiting me. Come back and see me here in the hills anytime you want to. You're welcome, folks. I got to get back into the chores. See you next time.
Quite a Cinderella story the man from Mud Lick, Kentucky has lived. Although I'd say he's a mite bigger than Cinderella. Looks as though Hillbilly's off to do his chores, and we're back to the mega action with a full-scale war in the squared circle. Over 550 pounds of muscle in the ring as two of the WWF's strongest and biggest men go head-to-head in a battle of the islands, the Isle of Great Britain and the Isle of Tonga. The British Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith, takes on Haku.
Sleeper coming off the turnbuckle by Davy Boy, right in the center of the ring. The Brain is screaming on ringside. We can't see him, but we can hear him. Nice escape by Haku. Single leg trip and a beauty. Brain's upset again.
Indeed, is he? I thought he was going to leave us for a moment there. Nice fluidity of movement and motion by Davy Boy Smith. A very nice one-footed drop down to take him over in that hold. Then he switched immediately to the left arm.
The Weasel chant is in full bloom here in the garden. They're on his case, and pretty good, I might add. Of course, he's used to that.
Yes, but it's not helping his particular cause, though, is it?
Definitely not.
He is a really upset man here. Look at him. Look, just look at that face.
Looks a little embarrassed to me, Your Lordship.
I think he's got past the point of embarrassment. He's just downright angry now. He's
told me the party was canceled.
Oh, did he?
The big celebration party for the Intercontinental Belt. He said I wasn't invited anyway.
It was a little premature, wasn't it? Making big party arrangements. Oh, what a move by Smith. Just look at him. He cannot stand this.
What a nasty person. One mistake and this match is over on either side.
And this could be that mistake.
Inverted atomic drop, well executed by Haku. A mental mistake on the part of Davy Boy Smith could cost him the match.
Haku, though, didn't have sufficient energy to follow it up, or he's being maybe a little more cautious than he usually is under such circumstances. Oh, good move.
Right in the lower abdomen. Boy, am I glad I retired. You know?
I think it was stuff like that that caused my retirement, too.
Oh, boy. Headbutt. Things have turned around here.
They certainly have. Now we're seeing a little vintage Haku now. And I'm sure there's a smile on Heenan's face, or if not, a little leer maybe at this performance.
You're going to get him? I don't think so.
Tremendous power in those tree trunk-like legs of Haku. Just kept him in that vertical position. And Smith now really beginning to pay the price. And a very heavy toll it is. Look at him.
He's worried, and rightly so. He wants the winner's share of the purse money all the time, and so far he hasn't got any. Nice move over the shoulder by Davy Boy. Wow. Quickness, agility, high cross body. Doesn't hook a leg. You're not going to beat Haku that way.
But it was great anticipation, though, Gorilla.
Certainly was. The referee was right there, too. Johnny on the spot. A crucifix, yes, he could get him here. No.
A superb show of power there by Haku. He really came out of that by raw strength, brute strength alone. What a fantastic man this is, Haku. Just when you think he's completely beaten, he can come right firing back at you.
Pile driver!
Oh, wow.
2, no! How did he ever get out of that?
How incredible. One after the other.
Haku and Heenan both wondering how he ever got out.
What a great, great match this is. It's everything we expected to be. It's living up to all that promise. Haku having a tough, tough time against Davey Boy Smith, but Davey Boy Smith being presented with problems too.
One of the biggest ones is outside the ring stands that blonde weasel.
You're so right. There he is.
That one right there. Mr. Nice Guy.
Yes. Is that a special jacket he had made for?
That's the one I told him to have dry cleaned and burned. He didn't. That was his victory celebration jacket. He had made especially.
Well, maybe he will have it burned now then.
Oh, right downstairs goes Haku as he anticipated the move of Davey Boy.
And what a punishing shot that was by Haku.
2 count, halfway down for the 3.
A little cavalier in his cover there, Haku. He didn't really have both shoulders covered. I think now he's intent on punishing the Englishman as much as he can.
Reverse double chin lock by the Polynesian. What a tremendous matchup.
Truly international flavor here, Gorilla.
Absolutely.
Haku has ridden roughshod over all his opponents so far. It must be somewhat of a setback mentally for him to find that he's not managing to do this.
The brain is screaming instructions. Well, there's some international flavor, Your Lordship. Some of the Japanese photographers over here from Tokyo.
Yes, they always come to
every month.
Yes, every month they come to the most important matches that they say are in the world are held right here in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, thumb in the eye. Oh, that stings. Look out.
I wonder why Davey Boy Smith chose such a tough opponent to make his comeback here in Madison Square Garden.
Well, he didn't exactly choose it, Your Lordship. He sent in an open contract already signed, and he said, anybody who wants to put their name on it, be my guest.
And I suppose the brain leapt in.
Oh, jumped right at it. Are you kidding? What a feather in your cap to get a win over Davey Boy Smith here in Madison Square Garden.
Yes. Well, he hasn't achieved that yet, but he certainly looks as if he's on the road to doing that. Davey Boy Smith has absorbed a lot of really punishing blows from this huge Polynesian Haku. And he's seeking a little respite at the moment on the outside the ring, showing that he is indeed in control of his faculties.
Good idea. Take a 7 or 8 count out there. Gather your thoughts and clear the cobwebs out before this big guy starts pounding on you again. Backdrop, oh, beauty. That might have knocked the wind out of him. No.
And that time the perfect cover by Haku was once again thwarted by Davey Boy Smith.
Heenan screaming at the referee, Your Lordship.
He is indeed, but oh, look at this. Well, I think he's really flirting with a disqualification here.
He should have been disqualified right there.
And if he is, Heenan's going to lose his end of the past as well.
Haku using those braids to his advantage. Breaking just at the 4 count both times. Or we would have heard a bell.
Well, he really was dallying with danger, you might say there. And Smith now has been on the receiving end of about 5 minutes of sheer bombardment from Haku, and yet somehow or other he's still managing to weather this storm.
A lot of intestinal fortitude, a lot of guts.
Haku taking his time. He has a lot of self-discipline, Haku.
Brain in a confident mood right now.
Yes, I do believe I saw a little smile come across. No, not really. No, it was a sneer. No.
Sinister.
Yeah, sinister. Yes, it was indeed.
Snarl more than anything else. Oh, come on! Took a bite right out of him.
Smith looking definitely the worse for wear now. He's got to try and dig deep for some reserves of energy. He needs a tremendous resurgence of strength, but look at this.
Sleeper by Haku right in the center of the ring. Davey Boy doesn't want to stay in this too long. The lights will go out in a hurry. Cutting off that flow of blood to the brain through the carotid artery. Carries the oxygen, and then the lights go out when you don't get any.
And Smith just trying to tough this one out. He's relying on that huge neck muscles to repel this attack by Haku, but Haku's hanging in.
Well, Davey Boy's not where he wants to be. He's down on his knees now. Now he's not only got to deal with the sleeper hold itself, he's got to deal with the weight of Haku as well. Wow, that hand almost dropped that third time.
It nearly did, and that shows what courage the Englishman possesses at this juncture. And this could be very demoralizing for Haku to know he's so close.
Look at Davey Boy. What a show of strength here. Look out, ramming him, yes! Like a battering ram right into the corner. Davey with an Irish Rope, no reversal. Oh, he went upside down in that corner.
What a tremendous move that was by Haku. He really is a master of leverage, apart from all his finesse in wrestling.
Haku hooks the leg, but look at how he supported some of his own body weight with his right arm, your lordship.
Well, maybe he's injured. Maybe he's got an injury there that we don't know about. Neither does Smith at this moment. If he can detect what that is, he might be able to profit by that.
Interesting observation. Wow.
And that's Davey Boy on the outside, and quite honestly, I think that's a better place for him, unless Heenan, who's creeping down there, comes over.
Come on, ref, keep your eye on that weasel out there. He's not beyond getting a cheap shot in. Oh, look at that.
This referee is completely unsighted. He has allowed himself to be distracted by Haku.
He'll claim he never did that, Alfred.
I'm sure he will, but
that it was just a figment of our imagination.
Oh, it is right here in color. Right on our screen, we saw it.
Tough match, and look at Haku just getting warmed up. Great conditioning.
Really, but he is sweating very profusely. We seldom see that with Haku.
Look out! Oh, what a suplex!
Jackknifed him! Jackknife Haku! And they're both down, and they're both out at this point.
Right on the back of his head.
I would say whoever gets to their feet first here could be the eventual winner of this match.
Davey Boy over for the cover. No, didn't get it.
Good try by Davey Boy, but he didn't trap the leg.
I don't think he thought it was necessary, your lordship.
You could be very, very right.
Oh, head to head. Both men down.
Davey Boy's got contact with Haku, but the referee's not counting his shoulders.
He's counting both men. Heenan screaming to Haku. Davey Boy looks to be in the better condition of the two. No, came out the back door and left that right arm free to get between the bodies.
Just inches away, I see Davey Boy is bleeding in the back there. He's taken some tremendous shots to the back.
Well, he went upside down in the corner over there not too long ago, your lordship. Might have got caught up on that steel turnbuckle. Look at Heenan never missing an opportunity to get word to his men. Oh, look at this crab move here. He's going to wind him up with it, he says.
He's going to try and turn him over, and if he does, he could easily, he got him over.
Got him over, but can he get the submission? Heenan screaming, Haku trying to reach that bottom rope, and does. Referee will have to break it up. Wow, was that close.
Well, I do believe that was a little push from Heenan. I do believe he pushed that bottom rope there. strategically placed as always on the outside Heenan.
I didn't do nothing, ref.
Oh, he's screaming, I didn't do nothing, ref. Cross my heart, hope to die. Irish whip by Davy Boy. Put his head down and paid for it. That's a sign of fatigue, your lordship.
It is indeed.
Because normally Davy would never make a mistake like that.
No, a little desperation there too, I believe, beginning to creep in now. He has taken a lot of punishment, but so has Haku.
Davy Boy too ring smart for that.
Yes, he did. He ducked his head there. You're right, Gorilla. That is a show of tiredness, I would say. A little fatigue. Good headbutt by Haku.
Well, the way this match is gone, the next one that makes a mistake is going to be the loser, I'm afraid. Oh, wow. Reverse knife edge found the mark. I think he caught him right underneath the esophagus.
What a brutal, brutal match this has been, Gorilla.
Look out! Shoulder breaker!
What a shoulder breaker! He's got him!
No! Amazing! Amazing resiliency on the part of Davy Boy.
Just exactly what does Haku have to do to beat him, to keep him down?
Now exchanging forearm shivers. Drop kick, no! Knocked the wind out of himself, perhaps.
And Davy may have his second win here.
Sends him in for the ride. Big backdrop.
Oh, my word, that's the biggest backdrop I've ever seen. Ha! And now look at the Heenan's face. Sorry, I nearly said the weasel.
That's all right, you can say weasel. Look at this, standing suplex, hesitated with it.
A beautiful delay
suplex. Over for the cover, 1, 2. Oh, no.
And now it's Haku's turn to show what courage and grit he possesses. And he does have it in excelsis.
Reversal by Haku, look at that. Nobody home. Oh, look at this.
What power.
He's got him up in that running slam, that power slam position. He nailed him. 1, 2, he got him.
Oh, what a tremendous victory for Davy Boy Smith.
What an ovation here in the Garden.
Here is your winner, Davy Boy Smith.
They're on their feet in unison. Davy Boy Smith with a triumphant return here to Madison Square Garden. What a victory over Haku. Unbelievable. The brain all bent out of shape. And rightly so.
It's amazing that two men of that size can move with such agility. Now, this is getting rather ridiculous. I mean, I know this is a tape of mega, monstrous, gigantic, colossal, enormous, immense matches, but I didn't think it would rub off on my clothes. Anyway, time for a journey into the kingdom of the madness, a place where there can only be one sovereign ruler. Join us as Coliseum Video profiles the Macho King, Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah, Coliseum Video, get ready, yeah. Unbelievable satisfaction. A lot of people can't get it, but they get what they need. But I don't want a piece of the pie. I want the whole pie, yeah. Zero in on a couple of big wins, yeah. By the Macho King, Randy Savage. Oh, yeah, sensational Queen Sherry. I was great when I was in the squared circle. Lord and master of the ring, I am the best of all time.
But you're the greatest of all time.
Yeah, unbelievable. Some people didn't think so. They needed to be taught a lesson. But I did it for them and everybody else. Yeah, I am the World Wrestling Federation and lifestyles of the rich and famous. Yeah, we toasted with champagne glasses, yeah, and beat Robin Leach at his own game. But that's what the Macho King is all about. Find the assets of the other person. Don't underestimate the competition, but then beat them and beat them flat. And that's what I do every time. a lot of character I have, but yeah, I've been up and down the road and I'm successful in everything that I do, and guaranteed personified as I look through the video scope, Coliseum video, you're in a state of shock. Too hot to handle and too cold to hold. This is an escapade of the Macho King. Dig it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and the crown will be on the line. About to enter the arena, accompanied by Queen Sensational Sherri from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 245 pounds, Macho King Randy Savage.
Macho King Randy Savage, along with his queen, making his way down here in Madison Square Garden. Is he having fun? Is he having a good time? Is he enjoying his kingdom?
Well, he better enjoy it all he can, because his reign might just be coming to an end real quick here tonight.
Boy, you might have that right. Gorilla Monsoon here along with Hillbilly Jim in Madison Square Garden. And the crown is up for grabs.
You're exactly right, Gorilla. I tell you, this Macho King is, he is something else. You know, he has got what you call a lot of guts to stand up in there and call himself the king after what he did. But tonight, this fellow he's fixing to step in this ring with, don't care who he calls himself, he's going to get it back tonight if he can at all. And hey, he's got my vote.
Certainly does, and look at that. Take a good look at... disgusting.
Looks like the Mardi Gras come early, huh? Lord, what a crew. Never seen anything like it.
The Macho King, Randy Savage, in all his glory. Former World Wrestling Federation champion, former Intercontinental champion, and now the Macho King.
You know something, Gorilla? If I was him, I'd be as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, because he's fixing to see something tonight he ain't going to like to see. Now, what's he doing? Now, what's the need of that?
Giving some static to our ring announcer, Howard Finkel.
And his opponent,
wait till you hear this place erupt.
weighing 280 pounds, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, look at that look on that face. Talk about determination. 2x4 in hand, making his way towards the ring.
Here we go.
This is going to be a war.
This ain't going to be pretty. That's for doggone sure.
Boy,
Sherri
clear
better
the
get
ring out in a hurry. Woo! They're on their feet here in the garden as one. To welcome the former king. Woo! And perhaps when it's all over, he will have once again become the king.
Let me tell you something. He's sitting right on ready tonight, and he is fired up like I've never seen him fired up. Just take a look at that guy there. You think he's worried about this Macho King? Well, let me tell you, if this Sherri sticks her nose up in there, there'll be sparklers and eye makeup and dust all over Madison Square Garden.
Well, that was the downfall of him losing the crown. Oh, look at that.
No.
Bell is gone. We're underway here. And the Macho King gets the upper hand right off the bat.
Well, he's opening up on him pretty good here, bro.
But look at this. I know that adrenaline's already flowing through that body. Hacksaw.
Woo, doggies.
The tough guy's ready.
That was a down-home clothesline if I ever saw one.
As up as he is, and as much as that adrenaline's flowing through his body, he'd have had to hit him with a sledgehammer to get him out early.
Right between the eyes, too. Let me tell you something, that's a big old boy wailing on him right there. He's got some big old soup bones for arms there, and when he hits you with them things, son, you might as well lay down somewhere for a while, because you're going to be stinging for a day or two.
He's right around that 300-pound mark.
Ooh, yes, exactly right. This garden is loving it. They love to see this Macho King get his just.
Hacksaw with an Irish whip sends the guy in. Whoa! Caught him coming out and leveled him. Macho King is not looking too good at this point. Look at the Queen trying to drag him out of there. Woo! Oh, she goes down.
Lord have mercy. She wanted him, but she couldn't get him. That's right. Look at this.
Atomic drop coming up. Yes.
Yeah.
And he used a handful of tights for a little bit of extra leverage there.
Oh, no.
Oh, look
did
at
you see
that.
She pulled that top rope down. He went right over.
She certainly did. Boy, you got to keep an eye on her. She's the reason he lost the Crown and Keep to begin with.
I can't believe it. She's still up there carrying on again tonight. There's that purse. You better watch out. Oh, no.
Rammed him right into the post.
Something's got to be done about this. This isn't right. She's got to be barred from ringside because she's interfering just doggone too much there, Gorilla.
What on earth is the referee doing? Why hasn't he seen any of this?
That's just exactly like wrestling. Two wrestlers. How in the world are you going to have eyes in the back of your head? You can't do it. It's impossible. Look at this. My Lord.
Nailed him with a purse right in the throat. And a big smile on her kisser. She's happy with it. He's getting it from all sides.
Exactly right.
Hacksaw's in deep trouble here.
She just gave the Macho King just enough time to get his win back. Now he's back on him again. This is totally unfair. What's a man to do in a match like this, Gorilla?
I don't know. You know, you got to think about these things before you come out to start the match. When you know that you've got somebody like Sherry out there, Queen Sherry, you're dealing with a Macho King. Look at that.
I'll tell you, she's got the best punches in the night so far. The most unsuspecting one of all. Can you believe that? He's not suspecting that, see?
And the referee hasn't seen one of those shots. Not one.
Oh, look at that. Folks, you can see that right to the face.
Catching it from all sides. And a big smile on her kisser. She's happy with it. He's getting it from all sides.
Exactly right.
Hacksaw's in deep trouble here.
She just gave the Macho King just enough time to get his win back. Now he's back on him again. This is totally unfair. What's a man to do in a match like this, Gorilla?
I don't know. You know, you got to think about these things before you come out to start the match. When you know that you've got somebody like Sherry out there, Queen Sherry, you're dealing with a Macho King. Look at that.
I'll tell you, she's got the best punches in the night so far. The most unsuspecting one of all. Can you believe that? He's not suspecting that, see?
And the referee hasn't seen one of those shots. Not one.
Oh, look at that. Folks, you can see that right to the face.
Catching it from all sides. Hacksaw Jim Duggan came out here hotter than a firecracker, and boy, has he cooled off.
He sure has. Here comes this crowd. Just maybe, Greta, just maybe they can get him pumped up. Just maybe.
Look out!
No, he's at the top.
Macho King with one of his favorite moves. Double axe handle right on the top of the cranium. He's just about out of it.
It's a sad day for my buddy Hacksaw Duggan, I'll tell you. Unbelievable.
I know you guys are very close. And
Real like your heart is set to stand here watching.
I don't want you to move out of this chair over here, Billy.
I just lost the words. I don't know what to say.
As one-sided as this is, because of that person right there.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Totally unnecessary, that woman right there in that ring. What's her purpose?
She's a queen.
Oh, my Lord.
Foot over the bottom rope, ref. Take a look. You haven't seen anything else yet. And look at this now.
Believe that?
Queen Sherry distracts the referee. Macho King having it all his own way. Look at this leverage move. Oh, almost decapitated him with that move.
Right on him.
Over for the cover. 1, 2. No. Couldn't get him.
Come on, Hack. It's time to suck it up now, buddy, if you're ever going to. Really, he ain't out of it yet. Here we go. He ain't done yet. No, he's not.
Macho Man perched up there again. And the King's off again with a double axe handle.
Just turned around.
1, 2, no. 1 count only. Tough to hold this big guy down.
Come on, Davis!
As the Macho King is finding out in a hurry. is all he could get there. As we look over the shoulder of Queen Sherry, she's upset too.
She's upset. She's upset. How do you think everybody here at the Garden feels tonight? Everybody's seen what's going on.
This was going to be a battle here, Billy.
I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Now this Macho King is blatantly, he's in there choking him now. He's done everything.
2 count, whoa.
Right back to the choke. He's unloaded everything on him tonight.
Certainly has.
He has. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
She's not all there. She's missing a few screws there.
No.
Look out. Oh,
look at this. Wait a minute. Oh. This thing's going to turn around now, Gorilla.
Macho King came right down on the back of his head.
Wait a minute. What's she doing?
Look at her. She's just about in the ring.
Oh, no. Oh, come on.
I'm not sure she didn't hand him something, Hillbilly.
I wouldn't put it
Wouldn't
past
surprise me.
No, sir. No, sirree. She's definitely barking out instructions. There ain't no doubt about that.
Macho King once again going upstairs. His favorite spot perched up there.
Come on, Hack. Yes, yes. Here we go now. Stick your head in there now, Sherry, we can get a hold of you.
But look at Hacksaw. He's had so much taken out of him, he can't follow it up.
Yes. Come on, Hack.
But he certainly got that look of determination.
There's the block.
Woo! Big right hand.
What a haymaker that was, Gorilla. He ain't done yet. Look here, look here.
Certainly isn't.
Macho King right back to the eyes. Tell you, got to give this guy credit.
Former champion doesn't happen by accident. Look at this backdrop drive. Some 10 to 12 feet down to the concrete.
At least.
And look at Sherry, boy, is she worried.
Okay, the tables have turned down just a little bit. Move the referee out of the way. He's out there now. Okay, Sherry.
Boy, did she back out of there in a hurry. And right over the steel post.
Right out there.
And into the ringside area.
Woo! Right out there. He sure did.
Down on the concrete. Woo!
This big guy's riled up right now. Let me tell you something.
Hacksaw unloading with a heavy artillery off right into the steel steps. Look out!
That's right.
Rams him with a steel chair right in the abdomen.
He's giving him some down home cooking right now, Gorilla. He sure is.
Hacksaw got things turned around here. I didn't think it could happen, but it has.
Woo, there's a slam. Yes, sir. Come on, Hack.
He's ready.
Woo! He's fit to be tied now.
Oh, what a knee right in the chest.
Yes.
And look at
Wait a minute. What in the world is she doing?
Queen Sherry.
What is Danny Davis doing?
Look at, there's no one there to count.
Oh, come on. Obviously pinfall right there.
He's down for a 20 count there. Nobody to count.
Yeah, can you believe that? Can you believe it?
He had him down for a good 10 or 15 count.
Sure he did.
And you can blame Sherry for that.
One more time, she stuck her nose right in somebody else's business. It's just unimaginable that she can get away with all this.
Big roundhouse right sends a former champion down. Over for the press once again, and look at this.
Again.
She's over there and put his leg over the bottom rope. This is ridiculous.
How many times has this happened tonight? Time and time and time again.
He's going to go after her. I would, Hillbilly.
You know the way I see it, Gorilla? She's put herself in a man's position. She better be able to defend herself like a man.
Whatever you get, you deserve. You play with the bull, you get the horns.
You're exactly right. Now look at this.
Nice move. He was watching him out of the corner of his eye.
Beautiful. Come on, Hack. This guard is standing now. Everybody's on their feet. They're ready for this.
Boy, he wants his cape back. He wants his crown back, but he walked into that one. The Macho King was ready for him. Nice clothesline.
It was.
Uh-oh, Hacksaw sprawled out there.
I'm telling you,
Macho
this
King
Sherry
looking for the right corner.
can't believe it.
Where he can get the most leverage here. He's going up once again. How many times is that? A dozen times he's been up there. He's measured him right here. Hacksaw hasn't moved. Oh, he's down there.
Come on, Hack.
Whatever starts the Macho King had is just about gone now. And look at Hacksaw.
The big man's getting his second win, and here we go.
Look at that.
Look at that. I'll tell you, he bolted over that. Yes.
And another one.
Beautiful.
This place has gone bananas. One more time.
Come on, Heck. Yes, sir.
And his 2 thumbs up this time.
There's a good old American boy at work for you right there. You better believe it.
Well, I was thinking maybe that right hand would have went up in the air and we'd have seen that flying tackle of his, but he didn't put it up there. Nails another nice clothesline.
So he's swatting him around now. And if his Sherry has been around that
there's the right hand.
Yes, here we go.
He's setting it up right now. And the Macho
Come on,
is in perfect position for it. He nailed
That's it right there. Oh, no.
Oh,
too close to
the ring.
Oh, no. Get him, Hack.
Sherry over there in a hurry.
Gorilla, if she's been around that ring one time, she's been around it 50 times tonight.
Hacksaw wants him back inside. That's where
Look at her. Right him on the back. Can you believe that? Uh-oh.
I think he's about had it.
Yeah, that's about it, buddy. That's about it. That about does it right there, Sherry.
Hacksaw losing his cool here.
That about does it, darling.
She's crawling. She didn't make it.
Oh, yes. Woo! Listen to this crowd. Can you believe it? We're going to have some fun now, Gorilla.
And Danny Davis is in the middle of that sandwich. But look out for the Macho King.
Wait a minute.
Nails him right in the back of the head. And the referee's down. Everybody's down.
The referee's completely out of it, Gorilla. I don't know what to make of this now.
There's the only one that's still conscious. The Queen, Sherry. What a knockdown, drag-out, Pier 6 brawl here. Small package. No one there to count.
Nobody there. Nobody at all.
Danny Davis is out to lunch.
He held him down for at least a 5 count. Unbelievable. This crowd don't know what to make of it either.
Can't believe we don't have another referee at ringside.
Everyone here in the garden is in shock.
Hacksaw going and motioning that the referee's out cold.
Wait a minute.
Savage.
One more time, that's right.
Tried to sneak in the back door once again, was unsuccessful. Atomic drop, he got nailed. And another clothesline.
That's right.
Another cover. He could have had the crowd here, but no one had to count.
Really, he's just got to stay.
The crowd counted him out.
Oh. He's just got to stay on until we can get an official in there. That's all he can do. He can't let up yet. What's Sherry? Wait a minute. What's Sherry doing?
She's slipping something
no.
out of her purse.
Oh, here we
Oh, she gave him the whole purse.
Oh, no. I hate it. This is unreal.
Hacksaw doesn't have a clue. Referee's finally coming around. At least he's on his side now.
There it is.
Got nailed with whatever it was and slips it back. Oh, come on.
This is tragic. There's definitely no justice on this one tonight.
Obviously a piece of lead or a steel pipe or a brick or something in that purse. Once again, the Hacksaw is knocked unconscious.
He ain't moved a limb. He ain't even twitched. He's completely out of it.
Macho King crawling over. Referee's still out of it. Well, now the tables are turned because there's no one to count now. Oh, she's going to count. That's going to make it fair, right? That's going to make it legal. Look at her pushing the referee. Danny Davis seems to be coming around now.
Oh, no.
He was knocked silly.
Okay.
The Queen, look at that, she pushed him right around in front. There's a 1. A 2. I don't believe it.
Yes, wait a minute. Oh, there it comes. It ain't over till it's over, Gorilla.
You got that right, Hacksaw coming out of it. But he's still in very, very deep trouble here.
Yes.
So is the referee. He's still in deep trouble. Macho King with both feet on the turnbuckle. Danny Davis nowhere there to counter. Look at the Queen holding on. Davis counts. How many was that? 1, 2? He counted 3. I don't believe it. She was holding on to his legs, which were on the turnbuckles. Are they going to let this call stand?
This is totally wrong. This is totally wrong.
What a miscarriage of justice here. If this stands, we've got an additional referee in the ring now.
Gorilla, this is the worst I think I've ever seen in my years in the World Wrestling Federation.
Look at this. She's trying to get Danny Davis to
The winner
raise
of this bout, and still king of the World Wrestling Federation, Macho King, Randy Savage.
I don't believe it. Where was the other referee when you needed him?
That's exactly what I want to know. This Sherry just made herself a referee.
She certainly did. She is the main. Uh-oh, look at this. Not over yet. Hacksaw's got the 2x4. Oh, right in the back. The King just got crowned.
He has the trappings of a rock star, the possessions of a mighty mogul, and the unique style of the one and only Randy Macho King Savage. Little did I know as I entered his secret kingdom that total obedience is demanded by the monarch who's stark raving bonkers.
No, you ain't supposed to hit him.
See, victory is in my grasp.
Game's not over yet.
We are down to the final gate, and I am in the lead. But in the crowned croquet caper, my opponent bent more than the rules.
Relax, don't worry. Just because you're going against the Macho King doesn't mean that. Ah! Too bad, unbelievable. You rattled right there. That's where some people make it and other peoples don't. That's why I live in the kingdom of the madness, and you're just visiting. Yeah.
Little wonder Randy Macho King Savage is the king of the wrestling ring.
Check it out right there. Freedom and away from I won the game. I would love to have that on film. I'd love to see it again.
From Sarasota, Florida, weighing 245 pounds, Macho King, Randy Savage.
The greatest World Wrestling Federation champion of all time, past, present, and future.
Well, he certainly caused quite alarm here in the World Wrestling Federation the other night. As he...
Doesn't the sensational Queen look lovelier than ever tonight?
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Certainly looking rather brilliant.
See, the Macho King's already won. He's outside of the ring.
Weighing 275 pounds, the Ultimate Warrior.
Now, as the Ultimate Warrior approaches, you can just see the hand of the Macho King, Randy Savage. Now, he doesn't see it.
Oh, yes, but the Macho King sees it. Wait a minute.
I think he was waiting for this. The last time the two encountered one another, it cost the Ultimate Warrior the World Wrestling Federation Championship. And he is enraged.
Well, the Ultimate Warrior is an ultimate moron in the Macho King right here. Well, this match is supposed to go on the inside of the king, not out here on the outside. Ah!
Wait a minute, the Warrior is just going absolutely crazy.
They made the lunatic! He put his hands on me. He's a lunatic.
Brother Love sent flying. I have to say, I think that was personal, Brother Love. And as the Ultimate Warrior sends the Macho King through the cage door, he elects to go over the top to start this off. The Macho King, Randy Savage, has already suffered considerable damage.
While the Ultimate Warrior's in range, he is without a championship belt around his waist because of the Macho King being a superior athlete. And he wants nothing more than to defeat the Macho King here tonight, but it will not happen.
Well, the Macho King, Randy Savage, in serious trouble at this point. The Ultimate Warrior has a lot to get even for with the Macho King, Randy Savage. Many people believe he is totally responsible for the loss of the World Wrestling Federation Championship belt.
And without a doubt, a cage match here in the World Wrestling Federation is the most brutal and savage way to settle any kind of a dispute. And the Ultimate Warrior had better turn his attention on the inside to the Macho King and not worry about the lovely Queen.
I think he would like to have the sensational Queen Sherri in the ring as well, inside the cage. But first, he plans to settle the score with the Macho King, Randy Savage. I think sensational Queen Sherri has already gotten hers. She took the aerial way out of the ring. The last time she came close to the Ultimate Warrior. I'm surprised she is this close to the ring now.
While he put his hands on a woman, what kind of a man puts their hands on a woman the way the Ultimate Warrior manhandled Sherri?
Randy Savage has mounted no offense thus far. He tried to surprise the Ultimate Warrior, but I think he had still in his memory what took place this past week.
How can you forget losing the most prestigious title in the World Wrestling Federation?
We can certainly get into who is now holding the belt.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, that is a very wide topic in itself. Certainly one of the most unpopular figures in the World Wrestling Federation today, and he is, at the moment, in possession of the World Wrestling Federation title. As both men are down, the Ultimate Warrior seems to be getting to his feet first.
Well, after the way that he jumped the Macho King on the outside of the ring before the matchup even officially began, of course he would have the advantage.
Wait a minute, Brother Love. It was the Macho King who tried to jump the Ultimate Warrior. I think he was very justified in what he did.
Come on, King! Get up! Get up! Get up, Macho King!
Here's sensational Queen Sherri along with Brother Love trying to coax the Macho King on.
King, get up! You got him! King,
I don't think he's recovered from what took place before this even started, Brother Love.
Well, I don't think that the Ultimate Warrior still knows where he's at after what happened to him at the Royal Rumble. He's still feeling the Macho King scepter on the top of his head, and the Macho King knows it.
Come on,
he's going on sheer guts alone.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Yes.
Definitely. But don't be surprised. Brother Love, we have seen the Ultimate Warrior down on a number of occasions. And he has certainly risen to victory. Both men meet in the center of the ring. Double clothesline. And it looks as though they both paid a dear price.
Indeed, a punishing match so far, but like I told you before, the Macho King has a sensational Queen Sherri on the outside. Someone who loves him to give him support. Not like the Warrior. He's got all his Warriors. They will not help him inside this cage.
Brother Love, she is locked out of this one. She cannot kick through those bars. And the Macho King, Randy Savage, is on his own against the former World Wrestling Federation champion.
The Macho King's going to cover him right here.
In comes a referee.
Coming in there. It's over. It's over.
1, 2. No. I think the Ultimate Warrior must have had a memory flash.
Now remember, in a cage match, you can win by pinfall or over the top or through the door. And looks like the Macho's going to put him through the cage.
The Macho King denied. as the Ultimate Warrior grabs the bars, but now Sensational Queen Sherri becomes involved. She better not get too close. The Ultimate Warrior may bring her through the cage. Slammed in hard.
Well, the Macho King just about put the Ultimate Warrior right through the cage that time.
What a collision. The Ultimate Warrior's head, the first to meet the steel, when he was slammed from behind by the Macho King.
And the Macho King right now relentless in his attack, not giving the Ultimate Warrior a chance to breathe, staying right on top of him, punishing him so he can go out through the cage victorious.
Well, we saw the referee over the shoulder there, but in this encounter there really are no rules. Just about anything goes.
Right there, the Macho King, Randy Savage, wanting to put his head right through those steel bars.
And you can see the anguish on the Ultimate Warrior's face, and the Macho King, Randy Savage, using everything he has.
The Ultimate Warrior right there, the Macho King just about ready to put his face right through those bars. Maybe he'll hold it there while the King goes over the top.
Reaches up with a punch right in the forehead. And the Macho King still goes for the throat. I don't know how he survived those blows. What a battle this has been thus far. Steel cage encounter between the reigning king of the WWF and the former World Wrestling Federation champion. So much involved in this match. Both men using everything they've got. Macho King looking to prove not only to the Ultimate Warrior that he's the man who should be wearing the championship gold.
But the Macho King is wearing the Ultimate Warrior down. He's wearing him down and punishing him. So it will enable the Macho King to go over the top. But Randy Savage is the kind of man that will beat the Warrior first before he goes out.
Off the top rope. Slams down hard with the elbow. Right to the chest. In comes the referee.
3, 1. Where does he get this power from?
Incredible upper body strength. The Ultimate Warrior catapults the Macho King off. But Savage refuses to give up. He stays right after him.
Where does he get this energy from?
Must be from his Warriors, brother love, because he is rejuvenated. Big right, a clothesline. Down goes the Macho King again and again. Off the ropes, winding up here. The big splash.
No, the Macho King put his knees up. Always thinking the Macho King just down the Warrior.
Randy Savage goes with the alternative there. The big defense brings up the knees as the Ultimate Warrior was looking to finish this encounter. But Randy Savage alertly prepares his defense. And now, trying to go over the top, I believe. Or perhaps he's, no, yes he is.
He's got the Warrior right now where he wants him, and the Macho King senses victory. He's over the top. All he has to do now is drop.
If he reaches the floor.
All he has to do is drop right down to the floor. The Warrior is a beaten man.
If he reaches the floor, it's over. But the Warrior stops him. Grabs the hair, and the Macho King is going nowhere.
All the Macho King has to do is drop to the floor, and he has won this match.
Well, if he wants to keep his scalp, he better do what the Ultimate Warrior wants. Sensational Queen Sherri coming up from behind. The Macho King reaching through, trying to at least kick the Ultimate Warrior away.
While the Ultimate Warrior is pulling the Macho King back in by his hair.
Bringing him up, rung by rung. Rung by rung, back up to the top. The Macho King, helpless to resist.
The referee down. The Queen is in the ring. The Sensational Queen is in the ring. She's attacking the Warrior.
And she's up on the second rope, trying to help out the Macho King. And now the Ultimate Warrior is facing two opponents. Holding on, he refuses to let go of the Macho King. And Sensational Queen Sherri now is taking off her blouse.
She'll do anything
and wrapping around the neck of the Ultimate Warrior. And Randy
Savage has won! The Macho King Randy Savage has dropped to the floor! He has won!
Sensational Queen Sherry breaks free, and
she's been embarrassed by this maniac, this animal!
And you talk about humiliation. Sensational Queen Sherry nearly stripped in front of this crowd.
Now
Macho King Randy Savage off the top of the cage. What a incredible move by the Macho King, but it backfires.
Why, the Warrior just hit the referee. He's going berserk. He wants revenge on the Macho King Randy Savage. He will stop at nothing.
Savage slammed into the cage. And the referee is having no luck at all.
Well, he should be fined for that.
As he sets into the cage as well, no one can stop the Ultimate Warrior. This is vengeance. Payback time from the Ultimate Warrior. All that rage pent up. The loss of the World Wrestling Federation Championship belt.
Well,
he now has the man.
Positively berserk. He wants the Macho King unlike anything else. He knows that the reason that he's no longer the champion is because of Randy Savage. And now the Nasty Boys in. No one is able to stop the Ultimate Warrior, the Ultimate Lunatic.
I think it's going to take more than the Nasty Boys to control the Ultimate Warrior. He is out of control. That's the best description. He has gone crazy.
Well, he is taking down 3 referees and the Nasty Boys, and he's still on the Macho King.
There is 5 men in the ring trying to restrain the Ultimate Warrior. They are having no luck at all. In come 2 more officials from the World Wrestling Federation. Each has a piece of the Ultimate Warrior.
He is in an ultimate rage.
Look at this. They still can't hold on to him as total chaos breaks out inside the ring.
The Queen is back in the ring.
What does she have in her hand?
The Queen is back in the ring with the
She hit him with something.
She hit him with the scepter.
Well,
and the
thankfully,
back down where he belongs.
Thankfully, the official has gotten a hold of that scepter, but the damage was done.
Back down where he belongs. The Macho King took him. 8 people tried to hold him back, but the Macho King put him in his place.
Sensational Queen Sherry not out of the woods yet. And once again,
what?
She is in big trouble. He closes the cage.
This is a man. This is what you call a hero right here.
And it's starting all over again.
No!
Where the Macho King
Someone
is
save the Queen! Save the Queen!
She is helpless. Puts her way up as this crowd goes wild. What will he do to Sensational Queen Sherry? She is totally at his mercy.
No!
Drops her to the canvas.
This man is a stark, raving lunatic when this cage is about to come down on us. Somebody control him!
One of the greatest athletes in the World Wrestling Federation, and certainly the most regal, the Macho King, Randy Savage. Now that brings us to the end of the WWF's Mega Matches, a tremendous tape to add to your home video collection. Good thing this tape doesn't go on much longer. There wouldn't be anything left of me. Be sure to look for WrestleMania 7, Superstars and Stripes Forever, coming to your local video store on April 11th. For the World Wrestling Federation and Coliseum Video, this is Sean Mooney wishing you a big goodbye. See you next time.